Hello, my name is Tonya, and I'd like to share with you how God redeemed my life. At the age of 8, I was called to serve God. I didn't know what that meant for sure, but I decided I'll do that. And as I grew up, I was an athlete. I swam competitively, and I was in the best possible shape of my life. And I was hit with a horrific disease. Pain in my arms and my legs. I was told I was dying, and I wasn't gonna ever have children. I had 3 years to live the most, and not even to bother finishing college because I was never gonna be able to use that nursing degree that I was working so hard to get. I was by myself that day at the surgeon's office. It was on my 19th birthday. The thought in my mind of never having children crushed me. See, I had been traveling all over the state of Ohio as a clown and doing puppetry, telling kids about Jesus at vacation Bible schools and kids camps. And so to hear you will never have children was worse than you're gonna die. That day I was driving home with all the paperwork in hand, and for a split second, as I was driving across the bridge, I thought, I might as well just jump off the bridge. And as quickly as that came into my mind, another thought came in. God said to me, I didn't put you on this earth to die, but to live. And so I didn't stop going to college. I kept going out and telling kids about Jesus. I ended up getting married to a man who knew that I was dying, who knew that I couldn't have children. Chances are he was going to bury me within the first 2 years we were married. And 4 months after we were married, I was very sick, and I thought, great, here I am, newlywed, best time of my life, and I'm sick again. And I went to the doctors and I found out I was pregnant, and I could not believe it. I laughed, I cried, I didn't know what to think. I was sick the whole entire time I was pregnant, and I told my husband, you better think of a really good name, because obviously we're not having another one. And her name is Abigail. She was born on January 20th, and I thought, what a blessing that God has given me life out of death. I was having problems again with my arms, and so I had to go back to the surgeon who spoke death to me. And I was really struggling with that. Ended up having to have another surgery, went through months of rehab. Ended up having another baby, and I thought, wow, I am really blessed. It's been 3 years and I'm still alive, and now I have 2 kids. A few years later, I ended up having to go back to the surgeon again. I was having more hand problems, and I had to have another surgery, and I was okay with it. And so he wanted to send me for more tests to see how far the disease progressed. And I knew the Lord had healed me, but he didn't think so. And so I had these tests done. Later at the surgeon's office, I wanted to talk about those tests, but he didn't want to talk about those tests because they were normal, and he didn't know how to explain that. So I find out I have to have a 3rd surgery. I was angry. I was beyond angry. I was so angry, I was in my car yelling, shouting out. I wasn't mad at God, I was just mad. Why God? Not why me. Why did I have to go back to a man who spoke such death to me? And this is what the Lord said to me. My son Jesus has scars on his hands for your salvation. Are you willing to have scars on your hands for the surgeon's salvation? Wow, my life really changed at that moment. And I realized then that this was not about me. This was about this surgeon who only knew what he knew medically. That my life was a testimony to this surgeon. It was about this surgeon knowing who Jesus was. So I went back to him, and I had to have another surgery. I'd come in and I refused certain medications because I had a little tiny baby. And he would say to me, how do you do it? To get up out of bed, sometimes to crawl across the floor, to take care of 5 children. And I got to say to him, I get up every day and I say, God, what do you want me to do today? By the time I was finished going through all the treatment, I had had 5 children, and I was still walking and talking. I got to see that man become a Christian, and his life was radically changed. I couldn't explain to him why I was alive. I couldn't explain to him why I had 5 children, but I could explain to him why I had peace and why I had persistence and why I wouldn't give up every day. He knew I was in a lot of pain, but he also knew where my strength came from. I knew God had healed me. I knew he had changed my life, and I had to go back to the doctors. But this time I had a different attitude because I knew this wasn't about me, it was about the people around me. I'm alive today because God chose to heal me, not because of what I've done, not because of what others have done, but because of who He is. He's alive and He's a healer. And I am alive today. I've had 7 surgeries on my arms and my hands and my shoulder because God chose to use my life as a testimony, my opportunity for me to walk into the hospitals and clinics and be real to people, be life to them, knowing that my scars are a reminder of His healing in my life. I don't have open wounds. I don't have unhealed body parts. I have scars. Each scar is a reminder to me of God's healing, God's opportunity for me to recognize that He heals me even when I don't deserve it, even when I do make a mistake. He chooses to heal me. I'm way past expiration. I am way past what the tests, what the doctors, what the surgeons have said. And I'm a proud mother of 5 children. My hands are blessed with 5 kids, full of life. I'm a walking miracle because of Christ, not because of what I've done, but because of what He's done in me. He's healed me from the inside out. I have many scars to remind me of my journey. As long as they are and as hard as they are, my journey is part of my healing and who I am. It's made me who I am today.